right, we came out with a little draw fake there, and thought we had a good little open area for Willie to run a curl pattern. Shane throws two in a row right on the money. As you can see, Shane is putting his foot in the ground, coming up, throwing. We're getting good protection here. And we try a little sweep on 3rd and 5 and just barely miss it by a yard and a half. But Bart Edmondson jumped in there and took a deep breath and hit it right through the center here. This was a good boost for Bart, confidence builder. I think he's going to end up being an outstanding kicker for us here at Florida. Here's our defense. Larry Kennedy, excellent coverage here. Last week, the guy had one step on him. This week, Larry played a marvelous game. He was in position, ready to play, and played just about perfect football back there.
Here's 3rd down and 12 for Auburn, and again, they failed to convert. I think they missed their first 5 third down conversion tries.
Right, we get the ball knocked down there. I think Bill Gunner, right? Bill Gunner got a game ball yesterday for his play in the defensive line. All those players played extremely well. Henry McMillan got 2 sacks. Here is not a good defensive play. Fortunately, Larry Kennedy saved a touchdown, came from the opposite corner. Just good hustle there.
After that running play, they virtually had nothing after that 36-yarder, and that was about all they had as they had to settle on this particular series for an Etheridge field goal, 22 yards. 3-3 tie, 5:42 left in the first quarter, but from there the Gators moved on out and never would trail after taking the lead.
We got some excellent kickoff returns from Harrison Houston to get us up near midfield. Here's a little fake sweep. Eric Rhett running the ball for about 12, 13 yards. Eric re-sprained his ankle in the second quarter. Did not suit up the second half. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Here's a little quick screen to Willie Jackson. Trey Everett with beautiful block out there. Our players were blocking yesterday. We've not blocked well all year. We sort of challenged them to, hey, let's block some. Here's Eric coming out of the backfield against man-to-man coverage. We got him on the linebacker. Shane makes a perfect throw, and that was a 3rd and 5 conversion.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the Auburn 13-yard line, the 8th play of the drive.
Right. As you can see, Shane throws the ball in the open area of the field, and Harrison Houston runs right into it. This is just good offensive play there. Auburn has pretty good coverage.
Gators drive 62 yards for the score to take a 10-3 lead with 2:54 remaining in the first quarter. That's the way the period ended as we move to the second quarter. The Gators 2nd and 5 from their own 38.
This little fake draw looked at good protection. Hits Skeeter Malone. Skeeter bounces up there for about a 15-yard gain. And here is the draw play. Makes about 8 or 10. I think we hit Willie Jackson here. Right here.
This was 2nd and 5 from the 20.
As you can see, we caught Auburn blitzing. And Chris Milton and Keeper Malone made excellent blocks. And Willie, all he had to do was really run his route here. The defender actually guessed that Willie was going to run a post route, and he was wide open on the corner route.
And Bilkey picks up the blitzing linebacker, and then we'll watch the pattern here. Wow, what a move, and wide open.
Well, obviously the defensive back guessed on the post, and Willie ran a super route. Shane put it where he was supposed to, and we got us a 17-3 lead.
8 plays, 67 yards at 4:05 the time of the drive, and it's 17-3 Florida. 11 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. This was the tight end playing in place of Fred Baxter, who was out of the ball game, and comes up with a catch there.
They hit that pattern 2 or 3 times. Our linebacker on that side got lost somehow, and they got some good gainers on that. Here's Johnny Church with a nice tackle coming from the opposite defensive end position. Here's one of our sacks. Kevin pulled him up, and Henry McMillan came by and got one of his 2 sacks.
So a 4-yard loss, Auburn 4th and 8, and we take another look here. And a good penetration, as you mentioned, by Carter and Henry McMillan, one of his 2 sacks on the ball game. They had to try for a 36-yard field goal, and it misses. But this was a day where the flags were flying all over the place.
You know, Mick, I went back home. Our video director, Dave House, had a television copy of the game, and I was interested to see what Coach Colin Schemblaker said about it. And he said the referees are calling this game too close. He said they're too technical. They need to let the players play the game. And I thought they called too many penalties on both teams. When they're not obvious penalties, the refs are told, let the players play the game. Coach Bo said it seemed like the referees thought they were supposed to be the stars of the game. But that was...
The tackle here on Bostic, no gain on the play, and it forced the third down coming up.
Right, as you can see, we were blitzing on the play, so Will White was almost up there like a linebacker. Carlton hits his gap, and Ed Robinson scraping. Ben Hanks is out there. Very nice tackle by Will White.
So it's third down and 6 from the 24. Here's Henry McMillan getting credit with a sack.
Right. Get a little pressure there, and their quarterback tried to run out of the pocket. Henry McMillan got his second sack of the day.
Here's the later action, and once again, the Gator defense making a nice play.
Got a tip ball there. I think maybe Johnny Church got his hand on it. Almost ricocheted in for an interception. We're sort of fighting those interceptions and turnovers right now, Mick. We've got very, very few. And it seems like the players are maybe even trying too hard to get them. As you'll see here in a minute, Monty Grove has one in his hands and just does not catch the ball.
Gator defense had forced 2 punts, and now this is Auburn's third series, and it would be 3 straight punts, 3 and out for Auburn.
Right, they're giving the ball to their big fullback, James Bostic. He's a good one from down in Fort Lauderdale. We're probably one of the few state universities that has to play against players from their home state a lot. Louisville's coming in this week with a lot of Florida players on the roster.
And just about every week, a whole host of Floridians come to the stadium in enemy jerseys.
There's Kevin Carter coming in. Carlton Miles finishing up the tackle. Cameron Davis putting a little pressure there. Here's the one that Monty Grove just, as you can tell, he sort of caught that ball a little bit. And almost had an interception, but we hold him to 3 points here, which was a good defensive stand.
So it was 17-9 Gators after 3 quarters, and then the coach began the drive at the 11:16 mark of the 4th quarter. This was a 7.5-minute drive.
Yeah, this was a good drive for us. We used some time, and it was our only drive of the second half. And Shane hit some crucial third downs here. We'll see him in a moment. Tony Davis comes into the game, give us a little extra edge there at the tailback position. Kebra giving him a break. Here's Chris Bilkey getting the first down. He's excited about a nice reception there, and this was time we needed to try to make a drive to get ahead by more than 8 points. And fortunately, we were able to do it.
Nice toss by Shane, stepping up and hitting Bilkey there. And now it's come to a place, Steve, 3rd and 14 from the 40-yard line.
We got 4 or 5 delay of, illegal procedures by the offensive linemen when we try to audible. Some of our linemen are flinching a little bit. But here's Tony Davis down the middle on a linebacker, and Shane really makes the perfect throw here. I believe we'll see a replay. As you can see, he puts it right over the linebacker's hands, right on the money. And Tony Davis runs over the safety. I know Coach Franks would be happy to see him lower his shoulders and head and get a good run over right there.
Matthews was 19 of 34, 208 yards. Here's another third down play.
Right, 3rd and 15, Aubrey Hill over the middle. And we pick up the first down. That was another crucial play in the drive there. As you can see, Shane throws it exactly where he has to, and Aubrey gets open in there. Aubrey was running from the tight end position. We sort of reverted back to last year, occasionally sneaking a wide receiver in at the tight end position. But as long as teams are not going to blitz us, it only makes sense to send your faster players out for passes. Draw play with Tony Davis getting down to the 10-yard line. And then we second and about 7. Here's the play we have set up. George rushing blocks, gets up, goes to the other side. And as you can see, he's wide open. He turned right into the defender and got hit pretty hard and may have knocked his shoulder out. But we're able to sneak it on in there for the touchdown. It put us in real good shape there.
Where did Shane get those springs in his legs there? He got up.
Well, we sent the play in and sort of told Shane if it looks like he might not be able to sneak it in there, maybe call a timeout. We had all of our timeouts available. As you can see, we're out of position a little bit here. When we get a 15-point lead, we got to force them to throw underneath and tackle them for 5-yard gains. If we can do that, we're going to stop them. Here's Bill Gunner, had one in his hands. Hard to expect him to intercept, but he had an opportunity.
Well, you got to know where the first down marker is here.
Well, this was 4th and about 6, and they make 5, so that was good for the Gators that we were able to take a knee and give us a very solid victory, Nick.
So their last pass is a complete one, but not enough as the Gators come off the field.